Well, here it is at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's gathering around, getting ready to work.
I was living in an apartment. I was paying more in rent than I was in groceries. You know, and normal everyday bills, it's expensive, and I was trying to raise my daughter on my own. I shared custody of my son. So what led me to Habitat was, it was an opportunity that there was no way I was ever going to be able to move into a home and buy a home. I had already, you know, got myself in a position where I was never going to be able to do that. I applied at Habitat, and within, I felt like it was overnight. I'm sure it was a little longer than that, but overnight I got accepted and done their classes and started building, and by Thanksgiving I was in my house, and that all started in April.
Dwayne and Kendra's home. They're one of the most committed and hardworking families we've had the privilege of working with in Habitat. And now we're going to turn it over to Daryl Neer, our CEO.
This is the first house, first build that I came to visit as CEO. And you were the first family that I met. We were sitting back here with some of the supplies, and we were talking during lunch. And I will never forget the enthusiasm and love that you had for not only this process, but just the pride that you had for this home.
It is an honor and a privilege to present you with the key to your new home. Congratulations.
Excited to be moving into our own home.
We've had a lot. We had a lot of people to help us through this process. A lot of people, a lot of family members, a lot of friends that helped us. Ready, Julie? More work to do. Nice job. Where we're at now is basically my home. We had a long journey of building it. My involvement was to basically help out, you know, help with the build, go through a few classes that actually helped me out a lot as far as building my credit. After the money management class, then you start building on your own home. You get a certain amount of hours. I think we got about 150 work hours. And then we start building on our own. We start building on our own home. I helped build the floors. I helped put the windows in, the siding around the house. It's a process, it's a nice process, but in the end, it's a beautiful thing though. We made sure we did a lot of planning, just setting aside valuable time with the family, and then we set apart valuable time for beloved transportation. And then basically what we do is we help pick people up that's in need of transportation service to and from their doctors, dental. I guess I love the driving part. I love the interacting with people, being able to talk to passengers and hearing what they're going through and getting them to their doctor's appointment. It's a blessing for me.
Yeah, I remember when we first got the home. We didn't even move any furniture in. When they give us our keys, we just came that first night and slept on the floor. I became involved with Habitat 13 plus years ago. So we live in a 3-bedroom mobile home, and there were 6 of us, and that was very cramped. Nothing was ever permanent until I bought my own home. I mean, my heart was so full. My life was so full. I was so happy to have this for myself and for my kids, and to be a part of Habitat, because they were amazing people, and they helped us in every possible way I love to just be able to do what I want. I don't have to get permission. If I wanted to build my fire pit, I built my fire pit. If I want to paint the walls, I could paint the walls if I want to. So I just love being a homeowner. I love the feeling that it gives me. I honestly don't think that had I got involved with Habitat when I did, that I would have, I don't know that I would have ever been able to be a homeowner. The things I wanted most was stability, because growing up I did not have stability. And I just wanted my kids to have stability, and like my youngest daughter, she doesn't know any other place but this. This is home, this has always been home, and you know, I wanted that. I wanted all of my kids to be able to have a place to come back home. And I keep it pretty stable here.
15 years ago, I thought this day was never going to come. I thought, oh my gosh, are you telling me that in 15 years I'll own a home? And there were times when it was slow. Those years went slow, and you want them to go slow, but when I found out that I had just paid my last mortgage, I got goosebumps. I was thinking, okay, what are we going to do next as a family? What are we going to do next? And I haven't figured that out yet. It's only been a short time that I made that last mortgage payment, but I think it's going to be big. So we're just going to have to wait and see.
If I had hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters.